We're going live. Doing it live.
Lasers. With freaking lasers on top of their head.
Oh, it's freaking
All I wanted
lasers,
was
man.
sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads, and my cycloptic friend here tells me that can't be done. Very well, what do we have? Sea bass. Right. Sea bass.
All right. On this episode of the Red Eye Report, we talk about lasers. What the fuck is a laser? Is it made from magic beans? No, you dumb shit. It is not. Are there lasers that you can buy on Amazon that will cause permanent blindness and pop balloons? Yes. With me this week is Aperture Ashtray. He can shoot a laser beam out of his asshole if you ask him nicely. Ashtray is like that X-Men guy with the glasses, except he wears an obsidian diaper to keep us all safe. Don't make him take that diaper off. Fuck you up. Next to Ashtray is Target LSR Teddy. Sounds like a cool military weapon, huh? Wrong again, losers. The Target stands for the retail chain. You know, the one with the yoga pants. LSR stands for Lewd Sandwich Regurgitator. Teddy earned this title after it was discovered that he frequently sneaks around Target, puking half-chewed sandwiches into coat sleeves and baby carriages.
Hey, straight, don't knock it till you try it, goddammit. It's fun.
That's why I shop at Aldi.
Commercial terror.
We also have Masturbator with the Mega Laser Mystic. He gets off by touching unsuspected women with his high-powered infrared laser cannon. He's actually blasting your mother as we speak. And finally, we have me, Optics Oracle. My dream is to put all this awesome laser technology to good use. I propose that we mount a huge visible laser to the International Space Station, blast it down into the jungles of India, or maybe rural Texas. Sure, we might start a massive forest fire, but we might also attract a Mondo beast tiger. Was that retarded? Yes. And we're just getting warmed up. Welcome to the Red Eye Report.
We are.
Dude, my part of the intro made me remember that I found out today that this store that's by the new restaurant we opened is a concealed carry clothes store. They sell concealed carry bags, concealed carry pants, and shirts and stuff. That enable people. It's called 5.11 or 511 or whatever. They sell concealed carry stuff to help you.
So it's like all the accessories.
Well, yeah, accessories and clothes and shit. So you can wear
they don't sell guns, right?
They don't sell guns, but they sell like a backpack that you can fucking conceal carry your pistol and shit in. Which
It's crazy though that a store doesn't even have to sell the guns, but they can make enough money just off of selling the toys and accessories that go with the guns.
Yeah, right.
They don't make the things that make your lives better.
It's funny
with that fucking commercial.
When you first said that.
We don't make the things in your lives, but we make the things in your lives better.
Oh, right.
By letting you hide your fucking massive 45.
Yeah, right. It's funny when you first said that, Teddy. The first thing I imagined was like a department store where you had to conceal carry. It's like your Sam's card.
In order to get in.
It's like, all right.
Let me see your piece, bro. Okay, get in. No piece, no entry.
Right. It's like some kind of Wild West fucking experiment.
Guns only.
All right, we're talking lasers tonight. And to be honest with you, I hadn't thought about lasers really before. I didn't really know what they were. Or what they're comprised of, and honestly, I still don't, but I will give you some obscure
yeah, it's one of those
facts.
things like magnets. After you read it, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, magic.
I'm gonna tell you this: if I don't know how to build a lightsaber after this episode, I'm gonna be pissed at everybody.
Okay, well,
that's all I'm saying. You
might not know how to build one, but I'll show you where you can buy something that you can hurt yourself with. How's that?
I don't want to hurt myself.
I thought a laser was a shitty Pontiac car. Pontiac laser.
I don't remember those.
Those suck so bad.
Okay, so a laser it's made up of like 4 main components. So you have a highly reflective mirror, which is like 100% reflective mirror on the back end of this. You have the laser medium, which is what this flows through. The protons flow through. So that could be a gas, that could be like a crystal, that could be like, I guess they do like semiconductors or some shit like that. So they can make this out of many different materials. You have the flash lamp.
Is the medium like the barrel?
So it's the shit that's inside of it though.
Okay.
And then you have a flash lamp, which basically is kind of like the igniter. So it sends the proton out. It sends the spark out basically. So.
And is it just like it's a small little LED bulb basically?
So it's a small charge, and with the flash lamp actually can be different materials as well.
Sure.
And then at the end, on the other end, you have a partially reflective mirror, and I think they said that was like 90% reflective. And basically what happens is only a certain amount of wavelengths is emitted from this. So I'm going to give you a little bit more specific definition here. So it invented in 1960. That's when they first made like an actual laser. Lasers use an external pump, such as a flash lamp, to excite electrons within the atoms of a lasing material, usually a gas, crystal, or semiconductor. So when one of these excited electrons falls back to its original state, it emits a photon, which in turn stimulates another electron to emit a photon, and so on. So it starts this chain reaction.
Like a chain of photon handies.
Yeah, exactly. So unlike the spreading beams of a flashlight, the photons in a laser emerge in a tightly packed stream of specific wavelengths.
Why does it sound oddly erotic? Tightly packed stream, exciting. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I think
physics is hot.
Your mind is on the cock ring. So Einstein actually first proposed the technology. Of course he did. Fucking idea hog. Back in like 1913 or whatever.
Fucking geniuses. Fucking
coming up with ideas before they can be made.
Right. So it took them until 1960 to get it going, but once they were able to create it in 1960, applications followed soon thereafter. Notably, in the 70s, they had scanners for like barcodes. That was like a major use of using laser technology.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that it's only that it's not very old technology. 1960.
It really isn't that old.
That just got me thinking about all the shit that actually has lasers in it, like mouse, like a computer mouse.
Yep. So optical drives. How common they
are now. Medical equipment.
Yeah, tons of medical equipment.
Precision measurement by machines and machining tools.
Absolutely. They actually detect. So when they Apollo 15 went up, they left mirrors or some sort of thing to reflect laser light on the moon, and they measure the distance to the moon by shooting a giant laser from Earth. And it's like a range finder, and it reflects off of that. So you can do all kinds of crazy shit with lasers. So I was curious because I haven't really, I get the laser for my cat. I haven't looked into other types of lasers that are out there.
Today's only use for them.
Go get it.
Right.
Get it.
And they're making some big fucking lasers. For instance,
how fucking big are they?
In China, they're creating a laser that
you got some pictures or video?
Can be big enough to rip apart empty space.
Empty space, as in just plain old air?
Yes, like the fabric of fucking space.
Again, why do you want to create something like that? What the fuck?
Because they're Chinese.
That's
what they do.
So apparently there's a bunch of fucking countries that are fucking around with this stuff, and I guess it has a lot to do with kind of like the particle accelerator kind of stuff, and that's why they want to do it. They want to just, you know, fuck around. Hopefully they don't destroy the fucking
Like
universe.
the laser is part of the particle accelerator experiments?
Yeah, so basically they would slam, because these lasers are so powerful. So the one that they're upgrading their laser to be, they want to beat their own record by the end of this year with a 10, I think it's a petrawatt shot, which would pack more than 1,000 times the power of all the world's electrical grids combined.
Shut up.
These motherfuckers.
And this is in
wrong?
The particle colliders? Yeah, because don't they use lasers in the particle colliders?
I don't think this is in a particle collider. I think this is just a laser. No,
this is one just to shoot particles.
This is China, you said?
This is China that's doing this.
Okay, so they probably built some sort of platform. If this is Russia, it'd just be on top of some dude's old fucking Lancia out at the road. He's like, I strap lasers, we blow shit up, and just fucking
you'd
rips
have
a hole
to
in
pump the
space-time
fuel
continuum.
cells.
So I'm gonna bring some stuff up on the feed here, because I was like, holy fuck, these lasers are kind of serious business. I wonder if you can buy it on Amazon, or what can you buy on Amazon? So if we look at this, this was a site, and these are, so this is laser.
Before you buy this, we hold no
yeah,
responsibility.
we don't have anything to do with this.
Before we show you stupid white people what to buy, you are responsible for yourselves and held accountable to yourselves. Yeah. Don't be trying to sue or call us because your ass fucking wanted to shoot laser at your cat and Fluffy disappeared.
So
okay? That's all I'm saying.
This site, Laser Pointer Pro, like, you look at this, look at some of these motherfucking things. Like, they seriously look like lightsabers.
Some of these, aren't they, like, illegal in some states?
Oh, yeah.
This is the one where they're popping balloons and shit?
Yeah, watch this video.
Yeah, they're popping balloons and burning through paper and shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Look at what he does. So
he's gonna aim that at his friend's eye and just oh my god.
Some of the lighter ones,
he did in someone's eye.
Oh, you would totally fuck up. But look what this thing is doing.
Wow, it's cutting matches.
Yeah, it's cutting matches. It's cutting. Look at this. It's cutting a razor blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a laser.
Holy shit.
It's powerful.
Yeah, but not all lasers are cutting through shit.
It's a fucking laser. Well, I mean, the ones that are supposed to, I mean, this shit's...
No, but you look on that website, though, most of those lasers are not lasers that cut through stuff, even though they're super powerful.
Yeah.
Am I right, Oracle? Like, most of them aren't burning through shit.
Well, they're called burning lasers.
The ones that are specific for burning.
Which is a lot of these.
Yeah. Any amount of them is kind of weird.
Well, the regular laser.
Like, I don't want.
What's up, Jason?
So this kind of laser, if you shine this in somebody's eye, this is like 30 times the brightness of the sun.
Shine it in the camera.
Yes.
Don't shine it in the camera.
What? It's not gonna shine. It's not gonna hurt our eyes.
I don't care, white man.
Teddy's already scared.
Really, Teddy, really? You think it's gonna you gonna jump out of the helicopter?
It's gonna jump through. It's gonna burn your irises.
Look, just let go of the jumping out of the helicopter shit. It was a video game. You drove the shit fucked up. I jumped out because I had a parachute. Let it go.
Dude.
All right. So this thing would fuck your eye up.
Yeah.
Those things are thousands of times more powerful than this. Those could fuck you up so bad. And
those
even
would burn your eye out.
Yes, and even in that video, that dude's like, you see nicks on his hand and shit, and he's not wearing any gloves, you know.
Dude's gangsta.
Yeah.
All right, so then that got me thinking, like, holy shit, you know, what's up with these lasers? If you can buy that off of some fucking website off the internet, what does the military have? So, the Air Force...
Ones that are a two-man lift.
The Air Force will test laser weapons by 2021. to have in their aircraft.
Don't they already have that shit though? Isn't that what missile defense systems are?
So they do have
fucking lasers.
Supposedly,
they do have some missile defense, but this is like you mount it on your aircraft and it's a gun, like it's a laser fucking cannon.
Yeah, well, I thought they would already had that shit by now. Why are we using bullets still, man? I want to fucking shoot some lasers.
The thing is, you can't get a power source.
Exactly, the power source is the problem.
You need a lot of power to make them burn.
You need a lot of power.
What happens if you miss and you hit for some shack and fucking on the ground?
Well, they can't strap it to a gigantic tank.
It's a beamer light, so I mean it doesn't.
So really, the power is the thing that's holding them back. Now they recently have figured out some like optics technology to focus the beams, but that was the thing that was holding them back. So, like, the Navy has something that mounts on a ship, and it can take down, like, a Tomahawk missile.
Because they can be nuclear-powered ships, you know, so you can get enough juice in that scenario. But you can't strap them on a plane because even the weight of jet fuel is not enough to power it.
Now, just to give, you know, an idea of the priorities of our military right now, the Army poured more than 50% of its science and technology budget into directed energy weapons or lasers.
Uzi.
So,
really?
Yeah, and the Army expects to have field laser air defenses starting in 2023.
The rest just go into drones because they're sure making a lot of those drones.
Well, that's kind of what the lasers are for. The lasers are
just 50%. That's 50% of the science.
The science, not the whole budget.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's to shoot the drones down. Now, another thing, so I'm looking into these military technologies, and there's one they're like,
tell us about too.
Well, actually, there was this reports of this weapon that is a lightning laser weapon. So the laser-induced plasma channel is designed to hit targets that conduct electricity better than the air or ground that surrounds them. So basically what they do is they shoot a high-powered laser, and that makes a path for a lightning bolt.
Basically a lightning bolt?
Yeah. Wow. So, I mean, we're talking like Tesla coil shit or something from Red Alert.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
This,
Honey, the dish went out again.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of... What do you guys think? What is scarier to you? Do you think nuclear tech, or like nuclear warfare, or super fucking powerful lasers are more threatening?
Nuclear warfare. You got the radiation and the blast radius. Like with laser, you still got to go and you got to shoot every little thing you want to destroy.
I think the laser.
You got to have a laser disco ball to do like mass damage.
I think the laser thing is more scary to me because they're moving away from making nuclear bombs, going into something else. I mean, yes, they have to. And I think that's because, like you said, well, let me finish, goddammit. like you said, there's always the danger of radiation when you set off a bomb or something. With these lasers, there's only the destruction, no fallout from anything else. So I think, I mean, it's. But
so you're telling me, Ashtray, that a nuclear weapon is scarier to you than China creating shit that can rip a fucking hole in the fabric of time?
Well, that's a whole different level of laser.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
that's a whole
1,000 times the entire power grid of the world. Yeah, no nuclear bomb is going to create anything like that. That's some shit that you don't fuck with.
Wait, that's only if a rip in space-time ruins everything. Might crash the party.
How can it not?
It'll make it better.
How can it not? Well, the same can be said when they first detonated the first nuke, because there were people who thought that was going to rip.
Probably shouldn't have done that either.
Well, it didn't rip space-time.
Like they thought
it was going to make a black hole that would eat everything up. Same thing with the particle accelerator.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it sounds... It's a little unsettling to me to think about, like, with weaponry right now, the reason why they haven't invested in this stuff before, because good old gunpowder was just more efficient than trying to have some sort of power source. And having machines that, if they can figure out the power situation and make it that much more efficient, or make batteries that have that much more capacity, and that means that, you know, some drone has like fucking thousands of shots, and doesn't have to worry about ammunition.
Just think about like laser Gatling guns.
Right.
Shooting fucking incredibly fast beams of light that can burn holes in fucking anything.
And if a drone can power... Yeah, if a drone can power a laser Gatling gun, then it obviously, just on power for flying alone, can fly forever, or a pretty damn long time. You then program them into shoot anything that moves, drop them into a city. Fuck.
Yeah.
They could fuck shit up and not damage the buildings. You know what I mean? Or very little compared to like a nuclear bomb. Or
you just have to scrape off some singe marks, some burnt flesh.
I guess
smell
there's
that
just
have to air
something
out.
For some reason. There's something unsettling about these like powerful laser weapons.
You're thinking too much of Terminator.
Yeah, I'm totally thinking of fucking Terminator 2.
And just like, what could they possibly be used for other than just fucking shit up? You know, nobody's like, I'm gonna build a laser to keep my family with it.
There's plenty of industrial applications you can use for these.
Yeah, but they're looking at it as weaponry, and also like you can trace where a nuke came from. How are you gonna trace where a laser came from?
How are you
gonna trace where a laser comes from?
Well, I mean, you can
trace where a nuke comes from too.
Well, you can pretty much tell who nuked you, from where the missile came from. Somebody can shoot a laser.
Based on test of the radiation, they can usually determine.
Yeah, you can usually determine and trace back where the nuke came from, who made the nuke, where it came from. If somebody shoots a superpower beam of light, it came from somewhere.
When Chicago fucking gets incinerated, right?
Well, who did it?
Like, wonder who sent this shit.
Yes, it will be.
No, we're just gonna launch shit at everybody.
But the thing is, a high-powered laser, it'd be like, you know, a magnifying glass with an anthill. You ever do that as kids?
No, because we're not sadistic fucks.
No, we're not sociopaths.
We're not. Thank you.
I'm not a sociopath. I'm just an alcoholic.
If you tortured ants with a fucking...
It's a fucking ant.
You weren't an alcoholic, you'd literally be murdering prostitutes.
Probably.
That's how you dull the sociopath.
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Brought to you by
with the high
Miller
powered
Lite.
laser, you would have to like blast each
Keeping
person.
sociopaths at bay since 1903.
It'd take a while. It's a fine pilsner.
Did get murdered today? Thank you, Miller Lite.
I still think nukes are worse.
Right now, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
As a current weapon, nuclear weapons are fucking far worse. But I think lasers could be holy shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you put them on drones that fly around all day.
I mean, what's to say somebody's not secretly putting up satellites that have mirrors on them and creating a centralized fucking power source that shoots this shit up to that satellite to hit shit across the world instantaneously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have no idea how stuff is, because there's a lot of shit up there.
Mm-hmm.
And if not us, China, for sure.
Oh,
China
yeah.
don't give no fucks about looking bad.
No, which that reminds me when
we'll
I was
screw up some babies just to see if we can cure AIDS.
When I was in China, I remember in Beijing, like at night, it was fucking crazy because you would just see all of these like super powerful lasers, because they just sell powerful ass lasers on the side of the street, and
there's no regulations.
Yeah, and kids are
like
just
right
fucking
next to the rice, fucking fried rice and shit.
Like,
right?
decapitate each other and shit.
Fucking shining them all over the place, all over the buildings.
Wow.
Yeah, you gonna talk about the what do they call that when the cops get called for people shining lasers at the pilots and stuff?
No, I didn't look into any of that.
Do they have
what kind
a
of
word
research
for
have
that?
you done?
Just the bare minimum.
Does that have enough? Does that happen enough that we have words for those things?
Oh, I'm sure because I hear so many stories about it. They
really? Like, where are you looking? Where
I've never heard a story about that. Yeah.
What? Hold on. All right.
I hear so many stories about it.
On the news, on the national news.
Oh, come on.
How can you shine light at a pilot when you're on the ground? I don't get it. I mean, what is it?
A laser. You can shine a high-powered laser up at an aircraft.
Oh
yeah. Right, but it'll hit the bottom. It'll hit the bottom, but it won't hit the cockpit.
Get the shine in the window.
Okay, so here's a laser attack caught on tape. Let me bring this up. Hold on. Oh yeah, look at that shit.
BBC News. How dangerous are the laser pointers to pilots? Oh, never heard of this.
I
have not ever
so
heard of it.
That's happening in China right there, I bet.
Oh, I bet. It's gonna be crazy in China. Ooh, look at this. Fucking video here.
The alcoholic was right for once. Let everybody give him a hand.
Oh yeah, you got it up already. So anyways, but that is like a thing, especially with, I guess, with helicopter, because I think helicopters have more open windows down by the feet area of the aircraft, you know, because like police helicopters and stuff, motherfuckers start shining lights up and they will, like, you know, call in where that area is, and the police have every once in a while been able to catch these motherfuckers.
Well,
see, you know, you guys are like, never heard of this before. You're probably the same people who are like, look at it, they're shining light up at that plane.
Yeah,
like,
we are the ones that are doing
fucking bad it is.
No, I participate in asshole language, not asshole activities. So.
Oh, it's just stupid.
It's a totally different thing.
Wait, so this is a crime?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like the cops.
Guess I need to stop what I do on Saturday night.
Yeah, I just park outside of the airport.
I go down
like
to
to send off the planes.
Strap my laser to the roof.
FBI cracks down on aircraft laser attacks. Fucking bring the FBI into it.
Okay, so there you have it, folks.
Okay.
Lasers.
Laser beams.
Laser beams.
Dangerous they are.
Mystic, what's a really bad joke that you can tell us?
Topic.
Okay.
Horrible segue. And now it's time for Mystic's nasty joke of the week.
Okay, now it's time for Mystic's nasty joke of the week. Take it away.
Yeah, I totally don't know where it is now.
That's how bad the joke is, ladies and gentlemen.
What the fuck, man? Oh, so I was digging out in the yard when I found a chest full of gold coins that somebody had buried there, and I was like super excited, so I ran into the house to tell my wife, and then I remembered why I was digging in the yard.
Oh!
Yes.
But
all right. It's a good one. Okay, let's move into our sexy section of the show. Teddy, the greatness of the Switch. What's up with that?
The Nintendo Switch. It's coming out with some really cool shit right now. You're gonna be able to get Xbox Live on there. You won't be able to play Xbox Live games, but you'll be able to get the app and everything else. You got a remake of a remastered version of Final Fantasy 9 on there right now. They're remaking The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening that came out for the Game Boy Color. And they're adding more games onto the Nintendo Direct. And they got a lot more shit coming out. The Switch is a great system. My son has his own, so I don't have to share anymore. Fucking kudos.
So wait, you can.
First world problem.
Why are they putting Xbox Live app on
right?
the Switch? That doesn't make any sense.
Just so people could use the app, just like they have Hulu on there, so you can use the app on the Switch. You won't be able to play any games on it.
I get that.
Why would
is
you
Nintendo
install
allowing that?
Can you play games through it, or what do you do on the app?
Not yet. Well, you can talk in a party on the app. You can message people on the app. You can look at videos on the app.
Oh, so you can be in your Xbox chats while playing your Switch?
Xbox chats, everything, while playing your Switch and everything else.
Okay.
So everything you do on the Xbox app, you'll be able to do from the Switch instead
So
of
you
on your
just
phone.
don't have any Nintendo friends? Is that what they're saying?
I have Nintendo friends.
I don't think anybody has Nintendo friends.
I'm
Teddy.
the way that But the way to get a Nintendo friend is so convoluted. It's fucked up. You gotta send this fucking big ass code to somebody. You can't look them up by name. Like, can I
speak Japanese? That's probably why.
Yeah, whatever, fatty.
Can you?
So I'm just saying, man. Nintendo seems like a waste of time unless you're 10.
Can you just plug in a headset into a Switch?
You can, yes.
Oh.
It does not. It does not have a lot. The Nintendo Switch does not have proper game chat. There is something else coming to fix it. I can't remember what the name of it is, so you can chat properly. And the main reason is because Nintendo has never had game chat like that because they usually thought of themselves as a kid system. They don't want Ashtray or Mystic on there cussing out kids. So.
Right. Nintendo's trying to save the youth from me.
That's what I'm saying. They are.
That's why I don't even have a Nintendo, so they don't have to worry.
All right.
As Mystic once said, I've outgrown childish things.
When did he say that?
About first-person shooters.
I don't know. Did I say that? Yeah,
yes.
I think I did, actually.
You said that about Apex. Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's funny. You've outgrown childish.
I don't know how you guys like that shit.
Oh, man. Have you tried it?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you did try it. You did try it afterward. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I think it's okay, but I just don't give a fuck.
Well, it's fun. It's one of the
games. I guess that's the same boat.
It's fun when you're playing with friends, but
we're friends, right? But Oracle don't want to be social. He don't want to play with friends. He want to play by himself.
Right? In his VR world. Stick around and shit, and don't just yell when shit starts going down.
Oh, so the friends aren't good enough now. So it's the friends' fault, not the game.
Yeah, it is your fault. It's your fault and Teddy's fault. Specifically, you two.
I do get loud when I'm getting shot at. I get real antsy because I don't want to die. I'm too pretty. Okay, start jumping around. I'm like, no.
So, what do you guys think about Apex Legends? Do you think it's gonna unseat Fortnite?
Well, they got
no.
Fortnite's pretty rooted itself. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's getting a growing. A lot of people are leaving Fortnite to play it. I think it is getting it's going to be better. They're adding in duos and solo, and they're adding in new maps here pretty soon. So
if they keep adding stuff to it, I could see how.
Mm-hmm.
This is.
Well, why the hell wouldn't they? I mean, Jesus Christ, they have like 25 million people playing or something.
Yeah, it's a. Hopefully, it will unseat Fortnite because I hate the building in Fortnite. I think it is.
All right.
Oh yeah, does anybody build in Fortnite for any reason?
Yeah, that's like a major.
That's like this major component of Fortnite is to build shit.
But what do you know? It's like to build what, a fort to hide behind?
Yeah, that's the game.
Fort.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
All right. Speaking of dumb,
probably because when I tried, I made a wall and I got shot in the back of the head.
Well, yeah, that's because we're old, dude. We're not 12.
Right. We didn't grow up with Minecraft.
Yeah. True. They're so fast and reflexes and shit. We ain't got that. Ours are all fucking clouded with barley and fucking.
Yep, hops.
Bong resin.
Ashtray. Rich. The kid and Usher get robbed while shooting a music video.
This is your what sex? Right. What a dick.
I am a total dick. You gotta bring the picture up of this because it shows what I don't even know really who Rich the Kid is, but anyways, Usher.
Rich.
I guess Usher was in the building when it happened, so he wasn't there immediately, but. This guy, Rich the Kid, you see a picture of him. He kind of got this weird look of like a new age Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You scroll down below Usher there. Look at him. Anyways,
that's what he's walking around like.
Yes, he posts this picture on Instagram, and these motherfuckers are like, all right, so you're out here doing this music video with the Lamborghini and walking around with this big stack of cash right outside this building. Like, they rolled right up on him and took their money, took his jewelry, and then pistol whipped one of his bodyguards in the face.
That's a good
and then
bodyguard.
As they left, they turned around and doesn't say whether they're, they directly aimed at him, but they fired shots at him, like 10 shots. Doesn't sound like anybody got hit, but man, I just think what's sexy is the fact that it's like you put these posts up, you want everybody to follow you and everybody to know how cool you are. And you put this post up, you're walking around with a stack of cash in front of a Lambo. Don't be surprised that someone might just happen to know you're walking around with a big stack of cash.
Right.
And I would like to add that as a comic book fan, that Venom shirt is gay.
Yeah, that is gay as fuck. Though I was driving to work the other day, and when I get onto the highway, if there's like a outlet road right away, so if the highway looks clogged, I'll just fucking take the city streets to get there. So I'm going down National, which is not the best part of town. But there's like this fucking dude, these two black dudes are being filmed by this white guy with this fucking camera on his, little monopod thing. But they're next to a fucking Audi R8, which is like $100 and some thousand car. Fucking, like rapping and shit. They're obviously filming a music video. And I was like, dude, how easy would it be for just some dude to just walk up, punch that guy in the face, and take the fuck off in this $100,000 fucking car?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't... What are you doing? You're in the ghetto. I know you wanted to seem realistic and shit. Go film that shit down by the shipyards where it looks ghetto, but there's nobody around.
Right.
Or in front of a green screen.
Right, yeah. No shit.
Technology is your friend. The ghetto is not.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That shit would be fucking hilarious.
It'd be funny. I would be very tempted to be like that guy who walks in the background and like looks like, huh?
Yeah.
Win the take.
What's funny is there were people honking their horns and shit. They don't use they're not using that sound or anything. So
yeah,
like, you could tell it was fucking up the dude, like, trying to perform this rap song. Like, he's like...
Yeah, because he's probably listening, too. Like, they're just playing a stereo of the song. That's what they do. They sing along and then swap the audio out later. But, like, if you got horns blaring over it...
Right. All right.
You're like, get out of the road!
Next up... It's me and Tetris Effect. When was the last time you guys played Tetris?
Oh, it's been a while.
I just downloaded it. They got a free one on the Switch, Tetris 99. I just downloaded it.
99.
Tetris Blitz today on my phone.
So I guess Tetris is making a comeback. I don't know.
That's what they're saying?
I don't think it ever went away. They still have Tetris competitions and shit.
Yeah. Well, I picked up Tetris Effect for the PS4, and it has a VR mode in it. And I'm not somebody that necessarily, I can't even tell you the last time that I got into like a puzzle game. This game is fucking awesome. And in VR, it's so immersive and so relaxing. It just completely, like, I'll be working on something for a long time. I'll go play this for like 30 minutes. I'll be revitalized. Like, it's
really?
Just, yeah, because it's just, when you're doing VR, one of the things that people don't talk about.
The laser?
Hey, man, it's fucking, it's doing the show justice. One of the things that people don't talk about is VR. Like, if you don't have your headphones in, the immersion is not nearly as much as when you have the headphones in. Like, because your mind is kind of,
Well, you got to hear the audio of this game, right?
But even if you're playing through the speakers, if you're not listening through, like, in headphones, in your ear where it's directional audio, then it's not nearly as strong of an effect.
Yeah.
And this game has fucking amazing sound and a visual, and it's just, you can just pick it up. And
when you move your head in the virtual Tetris,
so you're looking around. So
like, is the grids always in front of you?
Yeah, the grid's in front of you.
But is there like a background, it looks like, in this?
Yeah, you could look around all you want, but you're glued to the thing because, you got to take care of business. But the thing that is...
Tetris business.
it's so impressive how they have implemented just the visual and audio elements, because a lot of it is affected by, like, when you change the blocks, you're actually like making the beat and stuff like that. And there are like visual cues and things like that. It's fucking outstanding. This game alone, I would say, it would be like, all right, the VR was worth it. Really impressive.
Come back to us.
You know, I don't really play it that much, but this is a nice kind of break of like, okay, I'm just gonna relax for a little bit.
That does sound good though, as far as almost like a, meditative type.
It's totally
state,
meditative.
Like you say, you get so sucked into it,
mm-hmm.
especially when your ears are covered.
Yeah. All right. Next up,
fun.
We have Mystic in the Hulu series, Devil in the White City.
Yeah, so we talked about this a while ago.
Chicago World's Fair of 1893.
It's about the backdrop, I guess, is what is it? The
1893.
Whatever, 1893 World's Fair in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
But the more sinister aspect of the book is about H.H. Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's his face? Martin Scorsese is making a series. We thought it was going to be a movie, but it's been in production, or pre-production for like a decade. Like they just haven't greenlit this thing. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And he's been wanting to make a movie and blah blah blah, but now it's finally confirmed that Hulu is making an original series called The Devil in the White City, with Leonardo DiCaprio playing H.H. Holmes and Martin Scorsese writing and directing. So I don't know if it's going to be a limited series, like just one season, or what the fuck.
Yeah.
Probably depends on how well it goes the first season, But I mean, it's not like that. I would, if it was one season, that's fine with me.
Oh, hell
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
If it's a good,
you could tell the
story.
Right? If you could tell the story in that, like that.
Well,
I just hope it doesn't
yeah,
get too drawn out. Like a movie would have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Would have been perfect.
Movie would have been really good. I mean, if they do it in one season, they could definitely do that.
Yeah.
I think that's a single season is a good amount of time to tell a full, novel story.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and this has like a really strong kind of pull in it, because basically it's a parallel of them making preparations for the World's Fair and H.H. Holmes making preparations for his fucking murder fucking
for his
mansion.
Murder house. Shit, yeah.
And it's fucking awesome.
You're right. One season is good. Hulu did, The Handmaid's Tale, the first season was the entire book.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's all, they've basically outlived the source material. So, but if this first season was the only one in existence, it would have been great. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's just that part of that story being told. But so I'm looking forward to it.
Boom. All right.
I heard that the Handmaid's Tale lady is writing another book about the Handmaid's Tale. I don't know.
Margaret Atwood?
Yeah, she's been she said she is, but she's also said that 5 times in the last 20-some years. So.
Oh, really?
Who knows?
Can't trust her.
She's just living off that fucking. She's living off that Handmaid's Tale money.
Okay, we're moving on to Fuck What You Think, where we tell you to go fuck yourself. All right, Mystic. Internet outage.
Outrage.
Oh, outrage.
So
shit cut off.
Specifically, I'm really getting sick of nerds.
Yep.
And by nerds, I don't mean nerds. I mean pop culture whores.
Yep.
So
that's a good band name.
Yeah, sorry. Right? So somebody just posted this thing. It was on No Ma'am, which is they just post stupid shit. Anyway, so it said, with which death wrecked you? And it shows 6 cartoon scenes. Bambi's mom dying, Lady and the Tramp, Land Before Time, The Lion King, Charlotte's Web, and Transformers, when Optimus Prime died. And I put none. They're fucking cartoons. Jesus Christ. So then all these people posted shit, and they were funny posts like, "Why you mad, bro?" And I was like, whatever. I was being fun. And then like this dude gets all butthurt. He's like, he goes, "Art evokes feelings, no matter the medium. Clearly you ought to seek a different medium to ingest, but don't fucking knock this one." And I put, "I'll knock this one all I want, you fucking cunt. Don't tell me how to feel." I'm probably gonna get banned for that one, but dude, I am sick and fucking tired of these people acting like something they saw when they were a kid fucking shaped the rest of their goddamn life. Like it really fucking affected them. Like they had to go to therapy and shit because fucking Simba died in The Lion King. Fuck you. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Ah, dude. Fucking whiny little fucking bitches.
But when that Optimus Prime died, I
Yeah.
didn't see it coming.
I didn't even know he died. I'm like...
And the original animated one, they killed him right away. Yeah. That's why it was a good movie, because it's like, what? They killed Optimus Prime?
I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, I can't relate.
You don't remember that because it didn't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that movies and art affects people, but does it really have to affect your whole life? Like, does it? I mean,
well, does it? What was the question? Which one wrecked you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Come
a breakup
on,
should wreck you, not a death in an animated movie.
Your grandma dying wrecks you.
Right.
Not fucking Optimus Prime.
Well, what do you think accounts for that? Because I think it is kind of a cultural kind of part of our times that people fucking say shit like that. Like what?
Probably because they spent more time watching TV and media as a child than their parents actually raising them.
Definitely.
Especially because, like, from our generation on, especially once more and more women started going into the workforce, not just because they wanted to, but a lot of them just had to make enough money to make ends meet.
I'm telling you, the perfect explanation for this shit was Bill Maher's fucking that I put up with Teddy.
Is that
when
he
talks about Stanley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a generation of people who think that fucking comic books are as profound as Shakespeare, or any an author that writes fucking dude. Spider-Man is not fucking, whatever. Just pick anything in literature. It's not as good. It's just not. And the fact that you live your whole life around it means you need to grow the fuck up a little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go read some Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Go read anything else. Go read fucking Margaret.
You could also say, make a career out of it. Go start your own comic book store or something. Like, if you can make a living off of it that low.
Yeah, if you're gonna fucking own that shit like that, sure.
Go ahead.
But okay, so let me.
But don't be like look at Teddy.
Hey, I don't. So
Teddy, no. Teddy is still a functioning. Teddy's still a
functioning adult. But I'm not arguing the fucking little.
I just see three different
Spider-Man number 23.
Okay.
Fuck y'all, dog.
So.
Oh yeah, I got all my shit. I dig it. Yeah, I dig all my shit. But I mean, I don't live and die by the shield. Goddamn it. I mean, fuck
y'all. What's the harm? What's the harm in it? Let me ask you.
If it affects your life like any other addiction, that's the harm in it, I think. In my opinion.
Well, that, and there's not really harm in it until it like, you don't get all butthurt when we're tell you how, like, it's not really anything meaningful. In a sense, it's not as, like,
put more video game shit
like you said, profound. Yeah, right?
These
things are important to me. How dare you attack them online?
It's just stuff. It's not important to me. I do enjoy wearing the shirt and shit, but I do agree with what Mystic's saying. I mean, I haven't read a comic book since I was like 13, but I do wear Spider-Man shirts and shit because
and that's fine if you like it. I don't give a shit. But if I was to make fun of it, you're not gonna fucking you're not gonna cry about it like these people are. Like be all philosophical with me. Though art is art, and some people like this art. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Art is art. Well, what does that mean? Right? Your dick's a dick.
I'm the purveyor of the gentle art of making enemies, motherfucker. How about that? That's my art form.
Fucking Picasso over here.
All right. Speaking of making enemies, I found this article earlier today when I was on lunch. And I guess this is kind of old news. It's been around since like 2012. So God knows where they're at with this now.
Shit, I thought it was brand new news when you put it up in the thing.
So the military made a robot that can eat organisms for fuel.
What?
Like, who made this picture? Is that a Photoshop job?
I think it's just a dummy.
That's a mannequin.
Yeah, that's a mannequin.
But that is the premise for a video game, though.
Right. Like a very disturbing premise.
Disturbing video game, yeah.
Once you figure out what happened in Horizon Zero Dawn, you're just like, holy shit, that's kind of scary.
Isn't that kind of the premise of the Matrix? Machines use humans as fuel, didn't they?
Maybe it is.
Yeah, but in Matrix it was batteries. In Zero Horizon,
same way, even though they didn't eat us, they consumed.
Yeah,
they ate everybody. Yeah.
So Horizon Zero Dawn, this is basically what happened. They had all these fucking robots. They made all these advances, and then they're like, oh, well, they can power themselves using organic material. Well, once the robots got smarter, they just fucking ate everything. They ate all organic matter on the planet.
Yeah, on the planet, yeah.
Including humans.
When did this game come out?
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
So basically the dudes that made that game saw this article in 2012.
Yeah, after I saw this, I was like, no shit. Like, it's based in reality, which is fucking...
Look at that robot's using the laptop.
Yeah, that fucking sinister-ass... fucking robot.
Yeah, that dude.
He's up to no good.
He definitely is.
He's Googling what to base Mystic with.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah, I guess, and they say that this thing is strictly vegetarian or whatever. I'm just, you're fucking asking for fucking, you're asking for trouble with this.
Strictly vegetarian. Until it runs out of vegetables.
Right?
Right, or till it realizes there's more energy in fat than meat.
And all the fatties go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Teddy. Shitty fucking parents.
Okay, so shit. I thought.
Teddy, your mother is just swell.
Yeah, why you gotta rip on your mom like
that? Just because she likes to spend time with us.
Hey, look, I would take a flight and beat all your ass.
She's a saint.
At least 4 small children are now in protective services, but authorities say it's after 2 of them were found in a dog crate, locked in there. Deputies
She's hung a rosary on me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know why this is open, but somewhere in Texas, police found 4 malnourished children. 2 of them were in dog crates out in the barn, which had been converted into a living space. The children range from age 1 to 5. Yeah, they were found malnourished and like covered in feces and shit. And the only reason the police were called out there is because there was a domestic disturbance. The mother of all 4 children and the father of one of the kids, they were in an argument and shit, and so and they caused domestic disturbance, and the neighbors called the cops on them, and that's how they found these fucking kids.
What the fuck?
The neighbor talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, as a person who has kids, it pains me that like shit like this goes on.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand how anybody who has kids, especially if you can go through the pain of birthing those kids, to treat them like that.
She must have whooped him up. Look at his face.
Yeah, look at his face.
Right?
Yeah, she beat the fuck out of him. Yeah, and it's fucked up. Age 1 to 5 living like this is
how many kids?
It was 4 kids.
4 kids, age 1 to 5.
3 boys, 1 girl, and 2 of them were in dog crates out in the fucking. I don't even like putting dogs in dog crates. And they're fucking there.
Right?
And these are children in these fucking crates, and it is so fucked up. Like shit like this makes me. I mean, to know there are people like this out there. I mean, it makes me want to put a fucking RFID chip in my fucking kid. I swear to God, it does.
It makes me want to fucking beat the living fuck out of that bitch.
Yeah.
I will smash her fucking face into 1,000 fucking pieces.
Yeah,
that disgusts the living shit out of me. Any violence towards kids is fucking
kids is fucked up, yeah. Because the kids 1 to 5, they don't know. I mean, they don't know what's going on, why it's happening. I'm pretty sure they thought, especially one-year-old thinks
not old enough to know anything other than you've been a bad kid.
The one thing that may be good about that is that the oldest was 5, so he might be a little fucked up, but the rest of them probably aren't going to remember much.
Remember much, yeah.
If anything.
Hopefully.
They're going to be fucked up. But
hopefully their cognitive abilities aren't stunted by malnutrition.
They probably will.
Not being socialized, because that is a big thing. Like,
I think it's like as
those development years, you're not getting any love and hugs and kisses from your mom and dad. Like that.
Well, just think. They think that all adults are pieces of shit that lock them in crates. You're never gonna trust another adult.
It'd be like a scared animal.
Yeah.
But I think as a cop growing up seeing this shit, how do you not let off your clip with some pet these parents? I don't.
Oh, dude, that's the thing. I wouldn't be a cop very long. The first call I get like this, I'm murdering that fucking cunt.
I mean,
then I'm planting a gun on her.
Shit. Sprinkle some crack rocks on her too.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would say anything.
No.
I mean, yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm like, why'd you shoot her 18 times, Bill? Go look in the garage. Holy shit, way to go, Bill.
I didn't just shoot her 18 times.
She came right at you.
Actually, what I did was I boiled that dog out there, took the femur bone, and fucked her with it before I pistol whipped her in the fucking face.
Good lord. That takes too much time. And is disgusting.
You've been watching Vikings too much.
You're a cop in Wise County, Texas. You got nothing but time.
Terrible.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's fucked. It just fucked me up when I hear shit like that.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. That's one of the worst stories I've seen dealing with kids.
Makes me wish there's a Punisher out there. It really does.
Right? Yeah.
He's going around saving kids and shit. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it's.
I just want to have Frank Castle's number. Just text him the address. Like, Frank, take care of this.
Yeah. Go check the garage. You're welcome.
All right. Next up, we've got Ashtray. Supernatural events.
Not just any old supernatural events. So have you guys heard this story? It's been in the headlines for a little bit. This was in
was it next to the? If it was next to the people shooting lasers at pilots.
December 18th. Yeah, right. No, this is that guy called John of God. Who is he's like he's a celebrity medium in Brazil. And he's in the news because Oprah, went down there and she's like, oh, it was such a profound experience.
God, fuck Oprah.
Oh, yeah. So he became...
First that stupid book club, now this shit.
Oh, yeah. He became touted by Oprah. And anyways, it's come out recently that he's being accused of sexually abusing more than 300 women.
What?
Yes.
What is wrong with these people?
Oprah can't win for losing. First she starts at school where he fucking abused the girls to go there, and now she's she's endorsing this guy.
Oh yeah, she had to delete her tweet praising him and say she's like, oh, I hope for the victims, blah blah blah. I strongly condemn this. Anyways, the cops and detectives are like, we gotta bring this motherfucker in for questioning, and they start to. They feel that there were these bizarre instances while they were conducting the interview, and he would start talking. First was that one of the computers started acting like it had a mind of its own, and the keyboard wouldn't work. And then it started just typing like if you're holding a key down, it was typing O straight for a while, and then the printer in the room starts printing without anybody telling it to. And then it also said, and it said,
it's called a pre-programmed bots to make sure.
Are we getting somewhere with this?
I mean, what the fuck is the point?
This guy, because this spiritual healer is 76 years old, everybody now's thinking that he's has magical abilities.
What is he like, Neo?
Yeah, right.
Fuck.
and then they plugged in the mini fridge, and the mini fridge exploded. All of a sudden,
oh come on.
Yeah, burned out the fridge, the back of the fridge. Everyone in the room screamed with fright. This is granted. This is
5 minutes. You just hook the negative to a fucking.
This is
some kind of power supply and fucking plug that bitch.
They're
in.
like saying that they all these things frighten us, but they didn't fail us in our work of interviewing him. Like he's probably gonna hypnotize him and get out of it, but it's just the fact that he's like making the mini fridge explode and the printer print out mysterious sheets and the computer's not work. Something's up with this guy, John the God.
Yeah, he's a shyster.
So fuck him.
He's a fucking scumbag con artist is what he is.
Well, I think it's who the fuck still has a printer, so you know that shit was already pre-programmed.
Yeah.
I still have a printer.
People have printers,
I have a printer.
Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy.
Yeah.
You don't even have a laptop anymore, Teddy.
What do you? How do you print off maps to places?
Print off maps to places.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. My dad though, honestly, the man has a fucking iPhone 10, and he still prints out maps. He's a truck driver, and he fucking prints out maps when he has the place that he's going to that he doesn't know how to get to, and uses that. I'm like, are you kidding me, Dad?
Hey,
I don't know how to use this phone. I'm like, that phone is more powerful than all the electronics in your house.
That's funny.
Never knowing that
I think
shit's
they
gonna break down.
Intimidated by like not knowing how to quickly like navigate through it while driving instead of just flipping through the next page.
You guys ever have your GPS hang up on your phone, like when you're trying to navigate?
Pisses me off,
dude.
Or like all of a sudden it's like shows you driving on the frontage road, even though you're on the interstate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Turn right here. What?
Yeah.
Feel. Not turning right.
Yeah, my shit does that all the time. All right, so that's it. In all seriousness, go fuck yourself. I gotta pick a town. Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
Just pick anywhere in Tennessee. You're good.
That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation. Hey, whatever works. You can go to our website, theredeyereport.com. You can find our shit. You can also find us on Facebook, Facebook.com/The Red Eye Report. We post a bunch of awesome foot videos. We've got a new, fresh one up for you to check it out.
Oh,
yummy.
Don't send us anything on Twitter. We don't give a fuck.
I'm going to make a foot video with my deformed, fucked up foot.
Stuff some fucking
old Stumpy
SpaghettiOs in the hole.
I'll make stuffed mushrooms with my foot.
Oh my god, that's
my
fucking
deformed foot.
Disgusting. Right? You probably
and then
grow
feed them
cultures
to
off it.
unsuspecting old people in nursing homes.
Like you feed it, like instead of using your hands, you're using your deformed feet to put it in their mouths. It's like, just lick the toes.
We all know Mystic doesn't have the core balance to do such a thing. He would fall right the fuck over.
Plus, I don't have any feeling in my fucking feet.
Why do you stuff mushrooms taste like corn chips?
That's
fucking feed them to them, and then at the end show them pictures of me making them with my feet.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, you have AIDS now. Have a nice day.
Hey, if I was old and in a nursing home, I'd be like, whatever, fuck it.
You're right.
Take me down to the fucking bordello. I don't give a shit.
It's good drugs as abusing kids, all right?
Old people? Nah, they've lived a long life.
Right. They're like, just hurry up and get it over with.
Yeah.
I'm sick of these Matlock reruns are getting old.
Gonna have to move on to Columbo.
He always wins. There's nothing funny about it.
All right, so that's it for us. I'm Oracle.
I'm Mystic.
This is Ash Tree.
And this is Teddy telling you no matter what they say, you always need a safe word.
What's your safe word, Teddy?
My safe word is no. I take that back. My safe word is yes.
Boom. And that's the Red Eye Report. Laser time.
Woo.